50 years ago, Hello Kitty made her first appearance on a coin purse. Well, today is her birthday. The cute Japanese character with the big pink bow continues to find fans around the world, including here in Vancouver, where we have Canada's first official Hello Kitty cafe. Who better to mark this milestone than Joshua Paul Dale, the author of Irresistible? How Cuteness Wired Our Brains and Conquered the World. We've reached him in Tokyo. Hello, Joshua.
Hello, it's nice to be here.
Nice to chat with you. Okay, what is cute culture?
Well, cute culture describes everything that is cute. So it's not only things that you can buy, like Hello Kitty, but also your cat, your dog, your child. Cute culture is everything that surrounds all of these things that gives us that warm feeling of cuteness.
And with so many cultural differences around the world, how did cuteness spread so widely?
Well, it spread actually beginning 100 years ago. I think with the advent of mass production and cheaper consumer goods, people were just drawn to things that made them feel good, and cuteness was one of those things. One of the early examples is the Cupid doll, which spread all the way around the world in 1920s. And then in the 21st century, the internet came and widely spread everything that was cute. And that's what we're facing today.
And historically in Japan, cuteness has been a thing?
Oh yeah, cuteness has been in Japanese art and literature for 1,000 years, much more so than the West. And then really began to get going in the early 20th century in girls' culture, and then in the 1970s when a certain cat who is in the shape, no, a certain girl who is in the shape of a cat, we have to get that right, when Hello Kitty came.
Hello Kitty is not a cat, right? What's the official
Officially, Hello
description?
Kitty is not a cat. She is a little girl in the shape of a cat.
Okay. The design is very, there's a lot of simplicity in the design, something basic that you can recognize immediately. Why do you think that Hello Kitty remains so popular after half a century?
Well, that simplicity just became iconic. I mean, Hello Kitty is just three circles and three straight lines for whiskers and a hair bow. But like you said, you can recognize her so easily. You can go into a shop with 1,000 items and you'll still see Hello Kitty at the very end on the far wall. She just pops out. She has that kind of, wow factor. And that's why Hello Kitty is spread all over the world.
Let's talk about, the other side of this equation. We've talked about the simple design and the cuteness, but Hello Kitty has generated more than $80 billion worldwide. Give us a sense of how big a deal she is financially.
Yeah, it's estimated from 80 even up to $89 billion profit over the whole course of Hello Kitty's 50-year life. And especially in Japan, she's just everywhere. I mean, Hello Kitty appears on bullet train cars. She's been a cultural ambassador from the Japanese government. Right now, there's a major museum exhibition on Hello Kitty here, and there was also one in London. So Hello Kitty is an iconic image in many countries.
And, we think of characters like Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh. Is Hello Kitty right up there or not quite?
Hello Kitty is above Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh in terms of
Wow.
earnings, which is not bad because she's only half as old as Mickey Mouse, for example, who celebrated his 100th birthday last year.
And Hello Kitty is not just for children. Why does Hello Kitty have such broad appeal across generations? We know teenagers like them, young adults like them, old adults like them.
Well, I think that is a pretty canny marketing strategy by Sanrio because they began to license Hello Kitty to many other companies. And that really began in the 90s after the initial fans of Hello Kitty in the 70s, who were all young girls, after they grew up. Some of them retained their interest in Hello Kitty and remained fans. And so Sanrio started to create thousands of products, like everything from televisions to toasters, that adults could buy. They just kept feeding that desire of the fans for more products. And that's how it really took off.
Okay, let's look ahead. What do you see for Hello Kitty in the next 50 years? If Mickey Mouse can make it to 100, what happens to Hello Kitty in the next 50 years?
Yeah, well, that's a really good question because Mickey Mouse has Disneyland and Disney World. Hello Kitty does have one theme park in Japan, but not in other countries. So how can Sanrio retain the interest of today's children? This is a really difficult question because people have so much choice today. There are hundreds of characters that you could become fans of, which was not the case in the 1970s. And Sanrio has already made 50,000 Hello Kitty products or licensed them. So what can they do in the future? I kind of wonder if AI might have an impact. There have been some Hello Kitty robots already, very simple robots for children. But if such a robot was contained an AI in it, then that AI could train on every single cute video that's ever been uploaded to TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. And then it could do things that could always attract us. So perhaps that might be part of the future of Hello Kitty.
So you're a Hello Kitty expert. Are you a Hello Kitty fan? Do you have lots of Hello Kitty items?
I'm more an expert in cuteness rather than Hello Kitty. I have a few items, but I also have a cat who's very jealous. So I don't want to fill the house with other cats, even if they're really little girl characters in the shape of a cat.
Joshua, thank you so much for your time. I know time change and all, it probably wasn't the best time to get you, but we appreciate you chatting with us.
No problem at all. Thank you for having me.
Joshua Paul Dale is the author of Irresistible, How Cuteness Wired Our Brains and Conquered the World. And as I mentioned, we reached him in Tokyo.